Hello. Hi. Oh no, just honestly, I can't even do myself. I'm not even gonna say hello, do you know what I mean? And so, put my lip gloss on. Hi, welcome back to my channel. Thanks so much for joining me on this beautiful afternoon. The sun is in and out, and I was gonna film this later on at night and use my ring light. However, I've just realised that the plug on my ring light is broken. I'm actually heartbroken about it. Not gonna talk about it. Also, my 2 nails broken, just ignore. I'm a mess. I'll get them fixed actually. I haven't been fuming though. They literally, I just rubbed up, bloody, just fell off. Anyway, so I get asked so many questions about boarding school. So I thought I'd do a Q&A for you all. Oh, my legs. Oh, I actually did a workout for the first time yesterday, and oh my god, my legs are in agony. Yeah, so I'll do a little Q&A. It's just a few questions. I'm not going to do it majorly long. I don't want these videos to be really long, and I'm really apologies for the lack of videos on here, but my boarding school diaries on here. But I am going to really try and start. Had a few things going on in my personal life, but I'm back on track now, and I'm really focused on giving as much attention to all 3 platforms that I'm on. God, I sound like a proper person. That I'm not proper, don't worry, I'm just saying. Yeah, so here we go. Yeah, just a few questions, but I'm going to keep them, not going to keep you too long, my loves, because you're just amazing for watching this anyway. So, what's the craziest thing that happened to you in boarding school? Probably the craziest thing that happened to me in boarding school was probably when, I don't know if I can say this. Right, I'm going to hold the horses on that one, because that thing is pretty crazy. I'm going to save it for another video, a whole different story time. I'm going to do a whole video dedicated to that story. But my other really crazy thing that happened to me was when the house got broken into. That was really scary. Just the thought, like, because obviously we didn't know at the time when they actually broke in, we had no idea. But just the thought of somebody being in the house whilst we were asleep actually makes me feel a bit sick to my stomach, if I'm being honest with you. I know it's not a nice thought. I don't really like thinking about it, but yeah. So if you don't know, basically one night Sue used to put all the phones on this table, and there was a massive spiral staircase going up. Was a chest of drawers, and Sue put our mobile phones bang there, and the front door was there, so anyone would walk in to go and take them, which is exactly what they did. Bloody smarty pants, hats off to them really. They pulled it off. At the end of the day, we didn't get our phones back. So yeah, they broke in through the side door, came through the stairs up the side of the house, broke in, took the phones, left on a motorbike and went. We then got called into school the next day in a meeting and said, like, our phone's been stolen, we've seen it all on CCTV, blah blah blah. So yeah, that was definitely the scariest thing that happened, craziest thing, sorry, that happened to me. I'm going to save the other story for a whole video, because I think that's a really good story. I don't know if I'm allowed to say it, but anyway. Was anyone ever prego in the boarding house? Ooh. Not that I know of. There were so many things that went on behind closed doors in that place. I can't even tell you the amount of things. Like, I used to walk into somebody's room and they'd be telling us gossip galore. There was not a day where there wasn't gossip going on in that house. It was Gossip Girl Central, honestly. So not that I know of, but I have my, what's the word, qualms, is that the right word? I have my thoughts on that one, but not that I know of. So I'm not going to say, because I don't want to, you know, put that out there if it's not true. Has anyone ever got excluded from the boarding school, sorry? Yes, they did. So one night, this girl was on the phone to her mum, and we got our phones taken away from us, and it wasn't her night to keep her phone. So Sue, almost said her real name then. I do that all the time, it's so bad. I can literally go say her real name, which I'm going to expose her to the world, and I'm not doing that. But yeah, so it wasn't her night to keep her phone. She was on the phone to her mum crying, she was homesick. Sue came in, found her, all guns blazing, and all I hear, because I was in a different room, "Get out of my house now!" Like, literally, she screamed it. We all were like on the landing, like, oh, what's going on? 12 o'clock at night, this poor girl got kicked out on the streets to her mum. Mum had to come all the way. I think she bloody lives in like Cornwall or something. And mum had to come all the way at 12 o'clock at night, come pick her up and take her home. So yeah, somebody did get kicked out at 12 o'clock at night, may I add, as well. Are you still friends and people from boarding school. So yeah, people ask me this all the time. I don't know why people ask me this, but yeah, I'm friends with so many people from, yeah, I say so many, like, we all keep in contact now and again. But the thing is, like, that bond that you have with people who you've lived with for that amount of years in that, you know, small space, and you just get to know the ins and outs of everyone, and you're just like sisters basically. So there's this one girl, bless her heart, she's the nicest girl I've ever met in my life. I could not see her for 2 years, and when we meet, it's like we see each other every single day. Like, it's so lovely, that bond that I've got with her and many others. So yeah, I definitely am still friends with people. I'm still in contact with Sue. I get asked this a lot as well. Sorry. So no, I'm not still in contact with Sue. However, I have her on Facebook. Like, don't get me wrong, she's on my Facebook. You know, I see what she's up to. She likes to do a cheeky live now and again on Facebook. Sue does. She likes to put that out. I might pop in and watch them, but I don't message her. No. If I saw her in the street, of course I'd say hello and, you know, how are you? Of course I'd have a conversation with her, because she is actually a really lovely woman. She was just a bit crazy. Just a bit crazy. And my last question, because like I said, I'm keeping this short and sweet, was it separate rooms for boys and girls? Yeah, it was. So that was a really, really, really strict rule of Sue's. No boys and girls rooms, no girls and boys rooms. Absolutely not, for obvious reasons. However, the hanky-panky naughty stuff still did go on. Like I said, in cupboards, rooms people would sneak into. You know, we all knew what was going on in that house. It was all just very sneaky and just very kept on the hush and the down low, because obviously you didn't want to get kicked out. Like, if you actually broke one of Sue's rules that were written, because she had a whole house rules thing on the wall, if you actually broke that, you probably would be kicked out. So just not worth it really. But yeah, so that's my little Q&A. I hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, I'm definitely going to be doing more. I'm saying sorry, I'm really going to try and do more on here, because I love talking for a long time. I know this was quite short, but I just love talking and not feeling like I'm going to run out of time. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. It means the world to me. And I hope you have a fabulous day or night, whatever you're doing, my loves. I love you so much. Thank you.